important for my community because it's a place where everybody can come together and no matter what background you come from, you're all seeing the same story, getting the same experience.
Wow. Well, because I think theater tells stories that we need to hear, and I think sometimes when we come together in a communal setting, we don't have that opportunity very often in other realms of our lives. We're very focused often on our computers and our phones, so coming together with all kinds of different people to share a common experience, I think is something that is unique to theater and very important.
And you know, theater, it's an escape. You know, we live in a crazy cuckoo world. We have lots of homework to do and studying. Mom and Dad go to work. They come home, they're tired. To go to the theater and just relax and see a show, it just, you know, makes everything easier and better.
I think it's important because it's a way to bring people together who wouldn't otherwise come together, and it's an outlet for pretty much anybody who wants to participate to be creative and make connections and make good friends and just do and be whatever they want to be.
This might be a little corny, but I like how joyful and a little crazy that theater can be. I know sometimes it's unrealistic, but I feel like in our current political climate and the way the world is right now, I feel like we could use a little flow.
The community, I think. Well, I like musicals the best. So tonight I'm in my glory. But here again, it's being able to kind of almost be part of it.
My favorite part is probably being given a character and then being able to kind of get inside their mind and get to know them and bring them to life and know everything about them. I think it's cool.
Directing. No, actually, my favorite part of theater is the putting together of the show. I could stay in rehearsal for the rest of my life. That's my favorite part, is to be with designers and be in rehearsal day after day and watching it turn into something.
I like watching the audience watch the show. I like seeing the audience react. I'm always interested to see if they don't react the way I think they will, or if they react in different ways. Almost always it's different than what I expect, but I always enjoy watching an audience. Once you put the show together and the audience comes here to experience it, that's my favorite part.
Excited about for seeing the show today.
I'm most excited about watching the movie in person because I watched the show and the actual movie.
Nice.
My favorite part about theater is probably the freedom that you get to have with it, because it can really be whatever you want, whatever you think maybe your community needs right now or what you need right now. It's a thing for you to be shared with others, which I think is great.
I was probably 8 or 9. My family friend brought me to see a production of Les Mis. I had no idea what was going on at the time. Tons of things went right over my head, but I just remember being totally in awe of everything that was happening in front of me, and it was just so incredible.
My first play that was ever staged was at Syracuse Stage through all-night playwrights with Mark Austin and Lynn Fontaine. Yeah, so I started playwriting here.
Oh, I got one. My first musical, which was Phantom of the Opera. I always remember it. It was super special. It was so big.
And when she did Phantom of the Opera, I drove her to rehearsals and sat waiting for the rehearsal to be done. And I said, gee, I wish I could do that. So we did some shows together as well, which was very nice.
My most vivid theater memory would be seeing Boys in the Band on Broadway this past summer. It was just everything about it was perfect, and it just really spoke to me.
I was 4 years old. My mom took me to The Lion King when it was touring in LA, and I remember I walked out in the audience during the opening number, and a giraffe looked down on me and kind of nudged me, but in a nice way, and that was my introduction to theater. And I remember the seat, and it was amazing. Yeah.
One singular sensation.
Donna was in the original production of A Chorus Line on Broadway, so that's why she remembers that.
That's right.
She was only 12.
That's exactly right.
That's right. And speaking of Chorus Line, that's the first Broadway musical I ever saw. Was a Chorus Line on my 21st birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was
Pretty cool.
yeah, right?
Yeah, full circle.
That's right. So that's a vivid theater memory for me. Another vivid theater memory for me. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have a vivid theater memory. The first play I ever saw that got me hooked on theater was a play by Samuel Beckett called Waiting for Godot. And that might have been, I saw that play in high school, and that has stuck with me my whole life. So there you go.
Thank you.
When I was 5, I went to a local high school and I saw Into the Woods, and I was so like stunned by like what it was. I don't even think I remember like what Into the Woods was at the time because I was 5, and like at least the second half of Into the Woods is very dark, but I was like, that's such a strong memory for me. And then later on, I had the opportunity to go back to that theater and like see the work they had done when I was older, and like I was just the contrast of like seeing how that one show and like that one school impacted me was like